get rid of more of her husband's junk.
So
Down
is
at
her
a
husband alive, or
no,
did he
he
die?
passed away a couple of years
Yeah,
ago, but they've
yeah.
got 100 years of collected shit on the property, 80 acres
Mm,
of there'd be 200, probably
mm,
still 200 ton of metal that needs to go.
mm.
So, and she's 11 years older than us. So, or
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
10
yeah.
years older than me. So, yeah,
Mm,
and not very physically fit.
mm.
So, yeah.
I know it's amazing if you haven't moved houses for a long time,
Mm.
just how much you accumulate, isn't it?
This is a farm. So,
Yeah, so that's
and
just, yeah.
I've just never seen anything like it. Mm.
Mm,
So, and yeah, he used to do some cash jobs, obviously, and then he'd go to the
mm.
field days and buy a carton of blades for the whatever piece of equipment. He's got
Yeah.
hundreds and hundreds of spares for things that nobody'd even use anymore, or yeah.
Mm,
So it's kind of wasted in one way. So
yes. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah, I was
And
just
yeah, she
talking.
go on.
I was going to say, I was talking to a friend yesterday, and she's been downsizing for a couple of years now, and she was just reminiscing how she said she went through a thing of where she just wanted antiques and stuff. There was this little shop
Mm,
she loved, and she said she'd just go in there and there'd be all these nice things, so she'd just buy them because they were
mm,
nice.
yeah,
And it's taken her, and she said, I don't know why I was doing that. I just wanted to. And and so this it's been a long journey for her, just slowly decluttering week after
yeah,
week after week, getting, and the more that you get rid of, and this is what she said, the more that she's got rid of, the more she's able to get rid of.
yes,
And she said, and
yeah,
it feels so freeing that it's all gone. And she was, but what she was actually, what I was going to comment on was she just said, I just don't know what was going on in my brain. Like, I don't know what I was thinking that I would just want to get this stuff. She said, I just did.
yeah. I
And
think
so I
it's
went and got
dope.
it.
Yeah, it's dopamine because, and when you've got money, when you've got a high level of disposable
Mm.
income and nothing's happening much in your life, well, you go and buy things. That's become the way to get your dopamine through our commercialized culture.
Mm.
So, yeah, I, yeah, I used to have to get rid of things because I moved so often or I lived in tiny
Mm.
places. And so, yeah, I'm just doing the same.
Mm.
But I did a webinar called Dosadney. I don't know whether I've talked to you about that. It's called the Swedish Death Cleanse.
Oh, right.
So,
Yep.
yeah. So, what you do is from 0 to 40, you accumulate.
Yep.
But once you hit 40, that's when you start getting rid of things.
Yeah.
So that, yeah. So you
Yep.
don't have this massive collection. So many older people think, oh, I'll give that to kids. The kids don't want it. They don't
Mostly they
want
don't
the
know. No, it's good
the
thing. It's good to ask them. Is there anything I've got that has a
mm,
special memory to you that you don't want me to get rid of?
yeah,
Keep those things
mm,
for them. But apart from
yes,
that, because there are just a couple of bits and pieces that my kids have mentioned
hmm,
that for whatever reason has got memories, but most of it, they don't want any of it.
yeah. Put their
Mm.
name on it. That's what my mum did. She put
Yeah,
names on the back of
yeah.
pictures and in things like
Mm.
that. And I've didn't get everything I was supposed to anywhere near it, but um, I've got a handful of things, and I look at them in a display cabinet and I go, I am never going to use that. It is beautiful. So I've taken photos of a lot of things so that I've still
Mm.
got a tangible, to a degree, memory,
Mm.
but
Mm.
most of it can go. And stuff that you'd think was worth a lot of money isn't.
Mm.
Mum and dad
No,
had a
and things
crystal
that you
wedding.
think should go to the op shop actually are worth money. Like
Yeah.
unless you are into the whole antique market and collectibles
Mm.
market, we've got no
Mm.
idea what's worth money and what's not, have we?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, see, in the
Yeah.
50s, crystal was all the rage.
Oh
So
yeah, I
mum
know.
and dad had a crystal wedding. So all they wanted was crystal. So I've got
Yeah.
a handful of vases, but they said tons of it. And
Mm.
I've been into op shops where it's good quality lead cut
Mm.
crystal Waterford, Crystal, and things like that, and
Mm,
it's going out for $2 if you're
I
lucky.
know.
And
I
you
know,
think,
it's sad.
wow, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, mm, I'll have
Yeah,
to
no, it
run.
blows my mind a little bit that somebody would rather have a $2 glass from Kmart that is really worth $2 over
Mm,
a really nice drinking glass for
yeah,
$2 from the op shop that's crystal.
yeah.
But
I
they
think
prefer the
yeah.
Kmart one.
I think part of it is that some people don't look after things like we used to.
Mm,
Um,
that's true.
so they know it's going to get broken by the kids or whatever. So why have the nice? Yeah, I think there's a degree of that, but there's also a real culture in changing everything you've got every year or two. And I've
That's
seen it
true.
with a couple of young women around that I know of who
Mm,
literally change their decor every year.
yeah, that's true.
And it's just like,
Mm,
why? Um,
yeah.
yeah. I mean, new lounges, the whole bit. That's a
Mm,
huge expense and
that is.
waste. Yeah.
Mm,
So,
mm,
and I think that's advertising and yeah. And don't get me started on advertising furniture like beds and couches, and in your advert you've got children jumping on them.
mm,
Of course, they don't bloody last. You've
mm,
advertised that it's a jumping toy, not a couch, or
mm,
yeah. So
mm,
yeah,
mm,
yeah. I just want to get rid of what I can.
mm.
You travel pretty lightly these days, don't you?
I've downsized a huge amount, which is really nice. I think I told you, didn't I, that I managed to, because I had the large storage unit. Like when we
Yes.
first went to SA, we had two large storage units, but it could have all fitted into one. I think it's just the way it was packed and whatnot. We
Mm,
had two. Anyway, um, quite quickly when I first got back here, we got rid of that second one. And then I just had the one large storage unit, which was oh, uh, not even half full. So,
mm,
and a lot of that stuff wasn't completely mine. Like,
yep.
um, so yeah, recently, maybe 6 weeks ago now, I actually managed to get it down to yet another smaller one. And
Mm,
what I've got in there that is mine is things, there's just a few things because there's no real good storage here other than inside the house itself. There is a
yep.
garden shed out the back. It's one of the bit bigger garden sheds, so it's a reasonable size, but I'm just a bit worried about how good it is for storage of things that
Yeah.
you want to preserve. So
Mm,
yeah, so I've got because we've got quite a few Christmas decorations and things. So it's more stuff like that that's in the storage unit because it's good. Like the storage
mm.
unit's good. You know that when it's in there, there's not going to get mat, mice and rats. I was going to say
Mm.
bats.
Them either.
The rice and did it again.
Mices and rats, ratties.
That's it, mice and rats, or vermin like can't
Yeah.
get in there, and even the weather's a bit more controlled as well. And there certainly
Okay.
won't get any rain or anything. I mean, you're still going to get your hot and cold because it's not insulated, but it's not your
Yep.
rain and stuff. So,
Is
so
it
I've done
just a
that, and
shipping container on a block, or is it?
yeah, it's just in one of the storage places here in Ballarat. They've got a whole
Yep.
lot of shipping containers. They've put proper floors in them. They're
Okay.
really nice, actually.
Oh,
They're
good.
really good. They're really good. It's really good quality storage.
Mm.
I just haven't had any issues at all, and they've grown since we started using it. They've got
Wow.
a whole lot more
Yeah.
in. So
Mm.
yeah, there's still a lot of room. I would have liked to have gone because I've got another one that's even smaller again. So the one I've got at the moment would be the equivalent of 10 foot
Hmm.
because they've got the 20 foot. So original one was the 20 foot. Um, what do you call them again? Cargo.
Container. Yeah.
Yeah,
Shipping container.
shipping container. Um, so now I'm in the section where they've cut them in half. So I've got half a 20 footer.
Mm.
But then they've got another little section where they've got even slightly smaller again. They don't look like shipping containers. I don't know what they are.
Mm.
Um, but they don't have very many of those, so you've got to go on a waiting list with a bit
Yep.
smaller. I
Yeah.
mean, obviously, I could look at other storage facilities because there's quite a few of
Mm.
them, but I'm not inclined to. I'll just
Yeah. Fair enough.
for the moment. And when I went and had a look, yeah, there's not a. I haven't got a look. I really could probably get everything out of there into the house, and I've been looking around, thinking I've still got more that I can declutter.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm sort of thinking the smaller you get, the more you want to get rid of the
Yes.
excess. And the
Yeah.
older you get, the more you realize that all you're doing is leaving junk for somebody else to go through. Like some of the stuff, I'm trying to get to a point where the only things that I've got in the house are things I actually use at least once a
Yes.
year.
Yeah.
I will
Yeah.
put that caveat because there's some
Yeah.
things that I only want to bring out at Christmas. You know, like
Yes.
Christmas decorations, I don't want them out all year round.
Mm.
Um,
Yeah.
so there are some things, yeah, that we don't use frequently, but
Yes.
I really don't want to be storing things that aren't used. I've decided
Yes.
that I don't
Yeah.
want.
I think the hard thing is that, especially as you get older, if you have any illnesses or weaknesses, even,
Mm,
um, you have to look after possessions. There are possessions can be a burden. And in
mm,
fact, if you think about it, most possessions are a form of burden in that they have to be cleaned, they have to be kept.
mm,
Yeah.
exactly.
And yeah, so
Well, this
we
one lady
do.
that I watch her YouTube channel, she calls it inventory.
Oh, okay. I
I
like
love
that.
that word,
Inventory. Mm,
inventory. She just says it's like look at it as inventory, and can you
mm.
manage your inventory or not?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, and the answer of how much is going to be different for every individual person, and where your life's at, and what you do.
Mm.
Because some
Yes.
people have got a lot more inventory because they're crafters or things like that, as
Mm.
opposed to someone that their hobbies are more their bike and outside all the time. Well, they're going to have
Yeah.
different inventory.
Yes.
Yeah,
I haven't gotten rid of a lot of scrapbooking stuff because I will continue doing that. But what I
exactly.
have been doing is compressing it into smaller spaces.
Yes.
So, really reassessing the storage each time I go through it
Yes.
and
And
go, well,
try to
that
make
can
sure
fit
that you
with
can
it.
actually access what you want when you want easily.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
And I was thinking, like, you could go another foot higher with the storage I've got. So, think about what you use really rarely and then
Mm,
pop that up there. But then, and that's only a step stool, like one of those
mm,
little step ladders. And
mm,
that I feel safe on.
mm,
I can still climb into the roof of this house, and we've got boards on rafters and a light up there. But last time I had to get down paperwork for the accountant and Centrelink, I found that really difficult. And I just went, no, that's it. We're not doing that anymore. Get
mm,
everything out of the roof
mm,
because obviously we don't need it. And then I culled a lot of old paperwork.
mm,
But I just knew that I didn't want to have to do that again, ever
mm,
again. So
mm,
there's a limit to,
mm.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm going through the same or similar process at the moment with the sewing stuff and whatnot. So I'm sort of getting it's partly organized, but just easier ways, like where all my different needles are, the different
Mm,
sizes for the sewing machine, and also
mm,
my crocheting stuff falls in the same category.
yeah.
And I'm trying to work out, okay, what's the better storage so I can actually get what I want when I want? Because if you can't get it when you want it, you just go and buy another one. And it doesn't matter that you had it in storage for 20 years and that you just wasted $20 replacing it because you couldn't find it.
Yes. Yeah. It's accessibility, isn't it?
It
And
is.
yeah.
You've got to know where it is and you've got to be able to do it easily.
Yes,
If it's not
exactly.
easy, I don't do it.
Mm,
And I'm
yeah.
sure I'm not the only person that does that.
No, I think everybody does it. And
Yeah.
another thing to recognize as you get older is I've got so many coffee cups. I collected coffee cups, different ones, so that when I had gathering, I give everyone a different one. They just remember what you've got. And I don't need them. I'm not going to have 18 people here for coffee. Again, my life is changing in a different way. And it's like, no, get rid of them because, and the other problem, of course, is if you were, yeah, if you're a little bit lazy, you could build up that you've got 18 coffee cups to wash. Well, that only messes you around in another way. You've got mess in the kitchen, and yeah, so by having less of, you keep your space cleaner because you have to clean it to use it, and that
Yeah,
sort
well,
of
I'm
stuff.
down to only 5 or 6 mugs at the moment, and if I have a
Yeah,
bunch of people come over, that's slightly like
yep,
can be difficult.
yep,
But yeah, so I did have I think I think I've broken one or two since I moved here, so I really
mm,
probably should replace those, and that would be enough then.
yeah, yeah, mm,
Yeah, and the glasses, I kept more of the glasses, so I must have about 8 or so glasses. And the
yep,
ironic thing is, they're the ones we don't use hardly at all, and I've got more.
yeah,
But the thing is, because even if you've got a bunch of people, it just means you've got to wash and dry them in
mm,
between,
yeah,
the morning cuppa and the afternoon cuppa or whatever you do. No
yeah.
big deal, is it?